Number 2 fits hand in hand here, breathing. One of the most important things. So we talk about a tight back or whatever else, or postural issues. Well, we know from several studies that the diaphragm is related to spinal stability. So like if I have some postural issues, there's a very good chance that it's linked back to breathing. And we're all shallow breathers because of our stressful society, because we're on these things right here. We're on these phones all day, scrolling. Our brains are always on. And so what happens is you become a shallow breather. And go back to our last podcast, we typically become mouth breathers. And what we do is we just breathe air into our chest. And so our diaphragm doesn't ascend and descend. And so you're not making room, and then you don't have the intra-abdominal pressure, and you lose the stability in the spine. And so a lot of back pain can come from that. A lot of postural issues which cause tightness elsewhere can come from that. So getting back to just breathing, and go back to that last podcast with Patrick McCone, breathing in and out through your nose, breathing nose, slow and low. Slow means don't even disrupt the nasal hairs. Let it gradually come in. Let it gradually, slowly come out. Full exhale until all that air is out, and then let that trigger the inhale. You shouldn't really have to think about it. If you exhale enough air, it's going to be a reflex, and you're going to pull that air in on the inhale. Don't think about pulling in with your neck muscles. Don't think about pulling it into your chest. Think about low. So you're breathing low. You could put your hands on the side of your ribs, and you take that air in through the nose. Do not let your shoulders raise, but you should feel your ribs expanding laterally. So they're moving out and then out, and those ribs are coming back together. So you're getting expansion and compression. So breathing, taking time out of your day to focus on breathing for 10 minutes at a time, that can be huge for decreasing that resting tone in the muscles. But just learning to become a nasal breather throughout the day and at night can be a huge thing for your overall mobility. Now, bigger than mobility, overall general health, but definitely for mobility, I've seen changes, and I think a lot of our clients have seen changes when they do these first 2 things, which we always overlook because we're always looking for the exercise or the stretch, but these are kind of the first 2 things that I would take care of.